Welcome to Season 2 of the Beantown Beat. I'm your host, Jackhammer, here with the devilishly handsome Patrick Mulligan and the usually mean to me, Hannah Brewitt. I'm so excited for Season 4. I've had like 4 Mountain Dew kickstarts already.
Season 4?
Oh, God.
This is Season 2.
Exactly.
He's so excited that
I'm already going. But I heard that, according to you, Mountain Dew Kickstarts are in the NCAA banned student-athlete list?
Yeah, certain energy drinks are banned from...
Along with fantasy football, which is why
That's
I am not
unfortunate for you.
participating as an NCAA athlete.
That's unfortunate. I can actually see, though, why Mountain Dew Kickstarts are banned. I had a couple before a basketball game in like the 4th grade, 5th grade. Yeah, like 3.
Okay, like 3.
Like 3.
How much sugar is in those things?
Too many, because I'm sitting
Too
on
many?
the bench.
Too many sugar.
Too much sugar.
We're off to a
I'm
good
sitting on the bench.
start.
My heart is like pounding out of my chest. I'm like, I messed up. I messed up. But speaking of banned substances, let's talk about Julian Edelman.
All right.
Did Alex Guerrero give him something? Do you believe Alex Guerrero gave him something that got him suspended for these 4 games?
I don't know if it was Guerrero who gave it to him.
He starts working out with him a little bit later. Now he's suspended. Now he's been suspended.
I'm not willing to say Alex Guerrero is responsible for injured athletes taking banned substances to get back on the field sooner. It's been happening forever.
It has been happening forever. I just think it's an interesting timing of it all kind of happening. And you know what? Guerrero isn't somebody, like we've heard this over and over again, he's not somebody who's part of the team.
Yeah.
So
He's removed from the team.
Exactly. Yeah, they're trying to get him
very
as far
far
away
away.
as possible from the team. So for me, it feels like this is a guy who, there's a lot of stuff that's on the banned substance list.
Yeah.
And we hear athletes come out all the time where they're talking about, this is medication for something else that has nothing related to sports. And sometimes you believe that excuse, and then other times it's Ryan Braun. And sometimes it's Ryan Braun, who's clearly lying and has admitted to doing that. I think it's possible that Guerrero could have messed up and could have given Edelman unknowingly something that has him now suspended.
Next question. So if you think that Guerrero gave it to him, do you think that's driving the wedge between Brady and Belichick deeper in? Because he...
Sure. Yeah, I think that wedge has been very clearly driven in there.
I think it's there. I don't think there's anything
It's
going
that extra,
Yeah.
that extra song.
I don't know. It's things like who was it that tweeted to Brandon Spikes tweeted like a reference to being a Patriot as like 12 Years a Slave, the movie, like after he left. That was like, and then Amendola.
Well, this book that's coming out.
The book is coming out. There's Andy
About
Amendola
Belichick's
talking about
life.
how it's more fun to be like in Miami. I'm sure it's more fun to be in Miami.
People
I'm
don't play.
sorry.
People do not.
Don't
These
get me
players
wrong.
don't play on the Patriots because they want to have fun. They play
Sure.
because they want to win a championship.
Sure.
And that's where the best place to do it. The Patriots' style of play, the way that they practice, they try to eliminate all errors and just take away that part of the game so that other teams are forcing them to make mistakes. You can't train that way and not have that discipline and that structure that I don't think these other teams have.
No, I agree. I feel like that's kind of the stuff that has sabotaged the Browns for so long. Speaking of sabotaging, is Bill Belichick now sabotaging the New England Patriots?
Do you mean Bill Belichick, the coach, or Bill Belichick, the GM? Because those are
I think Bill Belichick,
2 different personas.
Well, I mean, it has to go hand in hand. I mean, watching that Sunday night game against Detroit, it was so clear that they did not have the talent at the receiver position to go out and get open. I mean, get open.
I'm also willing to say, do we blame Robert Kraft for not paying those guys? Like, Amendola left to get more money. James White not there.
So
if Deion Lewis got more money.
Yes, Deion Lewis, yeah. I mean, if it's an issue of paying, for that, then I guess you can put some blame on Kraft, but it doesn't feel like Kraft is the guy who wants to win. It feels like...
Yeah, but Kraft's never really paid
Do
anybody.
you think Kraft really makes the rules?
But when has Kraft ever paid anyone? When has Kraft ever paid anyone?
Do you think Belichick could go into that room and say, okay, fine, I traded Jimmy. We're not going to pay the $22 million for a backup quarterback we would have had to do if we franchise tagged him. Can I have a receiver, please? Like,
I feel like he should be able to do that.
One, like anybody. And I think it goes past Kraft not wanting to pay anybody. We're talking about Des Bryant, a guy who I think could come in
and would take less money.
And he would just be the most talented Patriot already. Anyways, that's all that we have for this segment. We're going to talk about a receiver that has actually been brought to the Patriots, Josh Gordon. And when we're talking about Josh Gordon, I got to put 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock to do our little Gordon breakdown here. So are we ready to go on the Gordon clock? Let's do it. Josh Gordon, I think, is a great addition to this team. as long as he stays off the weed.
Here's the thing. So what I was saying before about how the Patriots have that structure and that discipline that most other teams don't have, that's why I think that a player like Josh Gordon is going to thrive in this kind of environment where in the past, Josh Gordon, he was missing games because he was blackout drunk the night before. Yeah. He's getting missed, 3 years of his career for
3 years. No,
stupid
absolutely.
reasons. Yeah. You think anyone in the Patriots organization is going to put up with any of that? No.
And Belichick would cut him before he missed a game because he was drunk. Belichick would straight up just cut him.
Absolutely. You think?
I mean, yeah. If what happened with Malcolm Butler, if the backstory is there,
I was going to say the exact same thing.
I mean, if he's going to bench a all-pro corner the day before the Super Bowl, I mean, yeah, then Josh Gordon will get cut, no problem, because it's really. This is a very low risk, very high reward move for the Patriots. Mm-hmm. I mean, they'll get that 7th round pick back if he's not on the roster for more than 10 games.
Yes.
So roll the dice. You have nobody. I mean, we saw that clearer than day on Sunday night.
He's clearly the best, most talented receiver on the team. No question about it.
According to the reports that have been coming out from the players and the people inside the Patriots, he's been very involved. He's been in the huddles, studying the playbook. He's been going to practice, and I don't see him showing any of his old habits as far as I'm concerned. So. I'm concerned about how things kind of were left in Cleveland. It sounded like Gordon showed up to the team facility, he wasn't acting himself, and then a couple days later they're thinking about cutting him, then they trade him. I mean, it's a concerning guy, and it's really unfortunate because he's been so good throughout the course of his career that I would love to see him with Brady. I think that could just totally change the offense. And bringing him back with Edelman and Gronkowski, I think now we're talking. But I think as a player on the Patriots, he has more to lose, and I think he's going to be more cognizant of what his decisions are, because you do not want to be a New England Patriot and be pulling that kind of stuff, because that's just not the Patriot way.
Well, you wouldn't be a New England Patriot once you start pulling that stuff. Like, you're just not on the team anymore.
Okay, so is this Randy Moss, or is this our buddy over there on the wall, Chad Ochocinco?
I think he's somewhere in between. I don't think he's.
No, he's not one way. I mean, you're talking about Hall of Fame versus a total bust.
Yeah.
Like what? Wait, 2 catches through Ocho's career?
And
he led baller catch in the Super Bowl though, along the sideline.
But he's not going to be 07 Randy Moss.
No, okay. But that, a guy who contributes versus a guy who
I think he'll contribute just because
in a couple weeks.
He'll have to, otherwise they won't be very
I was going to say, who else is going to contribute at this point? He has to.
Philip Dorsett?
Did you watch that Lions game?
Philip Dorsett, man. I feel bad. So I actually had the opportunity to interview Philip Dorsett when he was coming out of the University of Miami. Very nice guy. But, he's the kind of guy that complements T.Y. Hilton and Dante Moncrief in Indianapolis with his speed. Yeah. You get finally a receiving core together a little bit here with Edelman coming back. Edelman, by the way, I think maybe I'm part of this, but I think that Patriots fans are kind of doing to Edelman what Celtics fans are doing with Gordon Hayward, and they're forgetting just how good this guy is. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a Pro Bowler, an All-Star. So I definitely think that helps, and that opens up things for the rest of this receiving core.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's always amazed at how Steelers receivers come into the league as rookies, and they're great. They come in, like Juju came in, and he was left open because they had Antonio Brown to double cover on the other side. Now they have other guys coming in, like Washington. Mm-hmm. They have Antonio Brown to double cover, and they have Juju to cover. So, this kid's going to make some catches. Yeah. With the Patriots, they have to double cover Gronk. And
gotta have, exactly. The double
aside from that,
is just huge. Anyways, that's our 4 minutes and 20 seconds are over for Gordon Hayward. We are going
to
Josh Gordon, dude, you gotta get
Josh Gordon. It's all Gordons. I'm sorry. That's it. We're gonna go to the next break. We'll see you at the end. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jackhammer here at the Robin Ford parking lot right across the street from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, and this is going to be tailgating with TB12. We're at the tailgate. We got a bunch of Tom Brady inspired recipes here, and my little brother Patrick Thomas Aylmer is going to show us just what goes into these and how eating healthy cannot suck. Patrick is a quarterback for Pingree High School in Hamilton, Massachusetts, where he's gotten looks from colleges such as the University of Toronto, Villanova, and Fordham.
He uses the TB12 workout and diet in order to prepare himself both for his upcoming high school season and his future college football career.
So what makes the TB12 method good for athletes? What is keeping Tom Brady still in the field at 41 years old? What's sort of the secret sauce behind it all?
So it's a mix between what's in it and also what you're avoiding. It's packed with fiber and fatty acids, and Tom tries to avoid things like gluten, dairy, sugar.
So that's what keeps him sort of healthy, keeps him going.
Yeah.
With this, you want to minimize caffeine and alcohol and maximize the amount of water that you drink.
Yeah.
It sounds like hell. It sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
no, I don't drink any caffeine, unlike my brother.
No.
And it's
He's
good.
the healthy one in the family.
When you drink anything, I usually just go for water. I won't drink juice or anything like that because there's a lot of sugar in it.
I go with more of like a can of Coke or something. Just shotgun the caffeine right to the bloodstream.
Yeah.
All right, so explain to me what our first dish here is. What's going on with all these multicolored carrots? I don't know of any carrot that isn't orange.
Yeah, so these are organic carrots. You can see here.
So how is an organic carrot different from just a carrot?
There's no preservatives, and it's much better for you. When you see someone eating an orange carrot, you think, what an idiot. Like they don't know what a real carrot tastes like. But then when you try a purple carrot,
It's not bad. It does taste like a little bit like an onion. Almost.
oh, it does? No, that's the hummus. The hummus, yeah, the hummus has lots of onions in it. The hummus is also very organic too. You know that it's good for you because it doesn't taste as good as normal hummus.
Does the yellow carrots, do the carrots taste differently? Like, is this a lemon carrot?
No.
No?
No. The carrots don't taste any different
No,
from
they're
the
all the
orange
same?
carrots. Yeah.
Okay. Fresh, more or less.
Sometime back in the day, farmers decided that this was the perfect carrot. But me personally, I don't see any different from this carrot or this carrot. They're all great to me.
So you're like carrot blind.
Yeah,
Okay.
carrot blind.
The carrots weren't terrible. That's
No,
probably
they
the
weren't.
first time I've ever said that a vegetable wasn't completely awful.
Thank you.
But this looks a little bit less like a vegetable and more like something up my alley. What is this here?
These are the TB12 protein bars.
Okay.
They have no preservatives in them. They're made of chia seeds and sunflower seeds. Want to try it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. It smells interesting.
Yeah. That's how you know it's good for you. It smells bad. Here, let's try.
It's like kind of grainy almost.
No.
I actually like the carrots better.
So the original recipe we tried, and it tasted terrible. So we added more chocolate to it, and now it's a little more tolerable.
A little bit more bearable when you put
Yeah.
an extra bit of chocolate. Just a little extra chocolate here.
Yeah.
Better chocolate makes everything less painful.
Yeah, the next thing we'll try is even better. I think it's the best thing.
All right, so now we are at our final item here, the big one, the famous one, the Tom Brady avocado ice cream. I'm excited. This actually does look like the best one here. So tell me about
thank you.
what makes the avocado ice cream so special. Why is this the famous TB12 dish?
So there's avocados, obviously.
That makes sense. I would hope so.
Cashews, coconut, and dates.
Dates, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a strange combination. So you just dive into this?
Yeah, let's go.
Avocado ice cream. It's actually significantly better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Tastes like chocolate mousse.
It does a little bit. I can see that. It's creamy. You can kind of feel it at the end there. You can taste that it's not entirely chocolate. That's where it kind of gives it away in the aftertaste. But no, the
How would you
initial bite
compare
is
it
better.
to normal ice cream?
Worse. I'd say normal ice cream is better. But it's not, I expected to hate everything that we tried here today. I did not. Eating healthy it's not the worst thing in the world. It's close to it.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world. That's not bad.
Cheers.
Cheers. Avocado ice cream. You can dunk it in. A little flavor booster right there.
Yeah.
Just add some extra.
Yeah, so he said that he hated these, so I guess we'll make it a little more tolerable.
A little better?
Here,
Yeah?
take that.
Okay. Wrap it up in some avocado chocolate.
Is that good?
No. Not good at all.
Eventually you get used to how bad it is. and it makes it better.
Really?
Yeah, because once you take out all of the good food, you have nothing to compare it to.
So you just completely deprived yourself.
Yeah.
You'll be better off in the end. Good.
Right.
Okay. So if you continue to just eat like this, you won't taste it eventually.
Exactly. I'm miserable inside. Funny, right?
All right, that's all we have here at Tailgating with Tommy. We're going to go into Gillette, watch a game, actually eat some real food maybe.
Yeah.
Some chicken fingers or something. This was good, but I think we've done our good deed today. So thanks for watching, and check us out next time. So this is way better.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Maya O'Day from Comedians on the Tee Getting Coffee, and you're watching the Emerson Channel.
Alright, come back in 10 seconds. Ready, camera one. Camera one, you need to wide shot of the entire thing, and in 3, 2, 1, take. Talent cue.
Welcome back to Emerson College. Emerson trails WPI 10 points. 10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point as the team finishes their time.
Camera one, close up on number 33.
Thanks, Joe. 10 seconds left. Emerson's going to
Follow the ball, follow the ball.
Welcome back to the Beantown Beat. We're going to stick on Pat's talk for a little bit longer, then we're going to go over to some more Red Sox stuff. Coming back to the Patriots, though, we talked about the Gordon Hayward trade. They made the trade.
Gordon Hayward?
You keep saying Gordon Hayward.
Oh my God! It's like the
We'll
lines
get to the
across now.
Celtics
The
later.
lines across. I love
We'll
my
get to
season.
them
I want to
later.
talk Celtics too, but we're
I
not
do.
there yet.
It's the lines.
Should we start asking you
should
the
start
questions?
asking me the questions. Yeah.
All right, looking down the line. Now that I'm the new host.
Yeah, Santa's, yeah.
Welcome
give
to
it
my
him.
show. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're talking more trades.
Okay.
What's your take for the Patriots?
I think that
not the Celtics.
Yeah, not the Celtics. Okay. I mean, I think that they're going to have to bring in another linebacker. The fact that
linebackers are so slow.
their linebackers are so slow, and the fact that losing a fifth-round rookie to injury is a problem. I mean, that's going back to Belichick maybe sabotaging this Patriots team, because how are you not more prepared at that position? A position that, you know, going back to 3 years ago, you had two All-Pros in Jamie Collins and Dante Hightower, and not even talking about the fact that Chandler Jones is also on that defense. So I think you got to bring in a linebacker. I don't know who exactly that might be.
Because you can't get a top-level linebacker.
No, there's nobody.
There's no room for it.
Yeah.
No, there's no room for it. I don't think that you would have really that draft ammunition if you wanted to go the picks route to go and grab them, because they do have a good amount of cap space. I think they have around like $8 million there to work with. But yeah, I think you gotta look at maybe a team when you're coming down close to the trade deadline, somebody who has a veteran there. That I mean, the Giants did a trade back in, I want to say like 2016, where they brought John Beeson over from the Carolina Panthers. I think a move like that would be a great fit. A move like that. But I mean, outside of that, another receiver would be nice if they cut. I think they should trade for LeVeon Bell. I'm putting that out there right now. I think they should trade for LeVeon Bell.
I agree that they should try to, but I don't think there's a chance.
Okay.
That the Steelers
What are they going to give up?
Give up the house. I don't care. Give up a first, couple seconds, maybe 2 firsts if you need it. Look, you have a 40-year-old quarterback.
Oh, if they can do it,
quarterback. I mean, do it.
I just don't think. I think the Steelers would rather trade with the Packers. I think the Steelers would rather trade with the Seahawks. I think the Steelers would rather trade with the Jets. I think the Steelers would rather trade with anyone.
Are you a Steelers fan?
Yes.
Is he a Steelers fan?
But also, they don't want to give
We've talked about him twice on the show already.
Yeah, he's trying to Juju references.
But they don't want to give him to the one team they haven't been able to beat ever. Like ever. In the past decade, they have not been able to beat the Patriots. Why would they give their best player to that team?
I mean, okay, so you make a great point there. So the Patriots are going to have to tack on some extra stuff to whatever.
Yeah, it would take a little
is.
extra. Would you be willing to pay that 10 to 15% extra?
It would be hard to find a price for me that I don't think is worth Le'Veon Bell.
That's fair.
Because I'm looking at these draft picks, right? And how many are still actually on the active roster right now for the Patriots from 2018? 1.
Yeah.
Seriously, 1. Everybody else is on IR, they got cut. Or actually, Danny Etling's on the practice squad, but that doesn't really count. Seriously, it's insane. And, you know, they don't have a great draft record. Remember Aaron Dobson? Remember Aaron Dobson?
Yeah.
I mean, remember Aaron Dobson? Remember Dominique Easley? I mean, it's not the best draft record. They have
It's a safer bet to take a player that you know what they can do and give up the draft picks. I understand where you're coming from.
Here's my question. Angle. Do you think they re-sign LeVeon for the bananas amount of money he wants?
That's a good question. He does want a bananas amount of money. Now,
so does everyone.
How old is Le'Veon now? 26? 27? I think he's up there.
I think he's 29.
That's
I think
rough.
he's 29.
I definitely,
the Steelers won't pay him is because next season he's turning 30.
Right. Whatever contract is coming down the pipeline for Le'Veon, I know this much. It doesn't really matter the exact numbers, but it's going to be the contract that carries him through his 30s. And we know the kind of stigma against 30-year-old running backs. They start to go downhill. Nobody's getting better after 30. So it's tough. Give me a number. Just give me a number of picks that you, Steelers GM. I'm Bill Belichick. You're the Roonies. What can I give you for Le'Veon Bell?
2 first-rounders.
Okay.
A second.
Okay.
And a 6th. And a running back.
Running back. You want Michelle?
Yeah.
Done. Done.
All right.
I read that in a second.
Okay.
In a second.
All right. Two
talent.
first-rounders, a second-rounder, and Sonny Michel.
Easy.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go over to some Sox talk now because I just brought Le'Veon Bell to the Patriots and completely solved all of their problems.
It's over.
You're welcome, Bob Kraft.
Take him. He won't play till week 10. Have him.
The AL East champs are the Boston Red Sox, and Sox fans have really had a ton to be excited about this summer. Not only are they the AL East champs for the 3rd straight year in a row, but the Sox also have the best record in franchise history. But none of that's going to make a difference.
Doesn't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything because we've seen them now win division 3 years in a row. First 2 years, they got bounced in the first round. Granted, Cleveland and Houston were tough teams. Houston went on to win the World Series. Cleveland was in the mix the year before as well. You got to win in October for any of this to matter, though.
They're looking at they're either going to play the Yankees or the A's. Who would you rather see them play?
The A's.
Yeah,
The Oakland A's.
The Oakland A's. Yes.
You think you'd rather see?
I would rather see the Oakland A's.
I would rather see them play the Yankees.
Why?
Because I'm a Red Sox fan and I want to see a Red Sox Yankees.
Okay.
Well, I'm a Yankee fan.
You're telling me I would take, as good as the Yankees are, I'll take, you say Mookie Betts and JD Martinez over Stanton and Judge any day.
I would take that, sure.
Yeah.
But
and I don't think they could win.
But where would you rather put David Price on the hill? In Yankee Stadium or in the Coliseum in Oakland?
Answer that question honestly.
Answer that question.
Here's the thing. David Price the starter or David Price out of the bullpen?
Doesn't matter. David Price the starter. I'll give you David Price the starter. Because who else is going to start? And I'm all for, by the way, I will get to more of that later, but I'm all for putting Price in the bullpen. But I think the reality is you're going to have to start him. So David Price the starter. You're going to put him on the hill in Yankee Stadium?
Give it to me.
You're going to put him on the hill in Yankee Stadium?
Yes.
Have fun. I will enjoy that night.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
It might be the only night I enjoy in the playoffs, but that will be a night I enjoy.
For my culture, I want to see a Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees in the matchup. That's what I want to see happen.
I mean, look, I get that.
You think
I want to see it for entertainment.
I think
if you're a Red Sox
Here's
fan,
the thing. Every prediction that I've ever made, the Red Sox just completely throw out the window. I have no idea what they're going to do. And we can sit here and we can talk about the bullpen, we can talk about the pitching, and they're going to do something completely different than anything that we're going to expect. So as far as I'm concerned, throw them against the Yankees. I want to see Joe Kelly come out, start a fight. I was at that game. It was amazing.
Not on the team anymore, so
I want to see it happen.
I have to pick somebody else to throw down with. All right, well, it's good that Hannah's always wrong about the Red Sox because then I'll get my Oakland series that I want. I would so much rather Oakland. I think that I'm just too worried about the pitching, and I don't trust it in Yankee Stadium. But let's talk about the pitching. And you trust
the pitching in Oakland?
I don't trust
the pitching anywhere, so why does it make a difference?
It's beautiful weather out in Oakland, all right? You can throw the ball. It's not going to be rainy. It's not going to be cold. It's going to be nice.
We live in
the Yankees.
We're in Boston. They are used to it.
Sure, but they get a couple.
The other day in Tampa, they threw just their bullpen, one guy threw an inning or two, the whole game,
getting ready,
and they won 12-1. It was awesome.
I'm scared. I'm afraid of the New York Yankees playing the Boston Red Sox because. Look, I wouldn't be
too scared. I just think it's a more interesting series than Oakland.
I think, obviously. I mean, there's the history behind it. But let's talk about the bullpen because David Dombrowski, I don't know if he exactly said it word for word, but he definitely alleged that he had the ammunition to go after Zach Britton. Zach Britton obviously ended up with the Yankees, coming over from Baltimore, an all-star closer. And instead, Dombrowski decided to go grab Nathan Eovaldi. Why? Why in the world did he do that?
Well, you can get more innings out of the bullpen from Eovaldi.
If you remember,
quality innings.
Dombrowski said, or he alluded to, that he was thinking about using Eovaldi coming into October.
Sure, no, and like I'm 100% sure that he's going to take Eovaldi out of the pen and use him for a couple spot innings in the middle. If you have a starter who's kind of getting shelled, Porcello, I got my eye on you. I think that's going to be you. I think he's going to be the one that gets shelled, but. I don't know. I feel like you have other guys who can do that. I mean, Stephen Wright's a former starter. We're seeing him as kind of a setup guy. Why not throw him for a couple innings? I would rather quality over quantity when it comes to the postseason.
That's entirely fair.
Because
well, Britton hasn't been perfect this year either.
Britton has not. No, he has not. He hasn't. He's not been the guy that we saw in Baltimore, absolutely mowing down batters. But I mean, I'm just
more than you
exactly.
Who's coming out of the bullpen that you trust the most?
Who's coming out of the bullpen that I trust the most? Rozier, I guess. Probably. I mean, I like Stephen Wright. I like the knuckleball kind of. Wakefield did it. I think it can be done.
Wakefield did it better.
Wakefield did it way better. No, but he did the transition from starter to bullpen role, and it definitely worked for him. So I feel like when you're throwing that kind of pitch, it can work for Wright. We've seen it work at times for him. But I just think the fact that they haven't gone out and grabbed any setup guys, any bullpen arms was absolutely mind-blowing.
It's tough.
Absolutely mind-blowing. How do you go out and
to see the Yankees get Britton with the bullpen they already had?
Right.
To see your bullpen and then not get it
too. I mean, the Yankees made some moves.
Yeah.
Like that's the majority of their pitching staff has an all-star appearance on their record. I mean,
it may have been 10 years ago.
It may have been 10 years ago.
CC was there one time.
CC was there.
CC.
Oh my God. You're not a CC guy at all, aren't you?
I hate that guy.
You hate CC?
I have been mad at him for this whole year. Do you remember? Because they tried to get him. They were bunting against him just so he would have to come off, and because he's too unathletic to sit around. He can't feel the ball, so they're like, all right, well, let's bunt, and you expose. And he's like, oh, the Red Sox are weak because they're trying to bunt. Because they tried. Do you remember that? It was last season, towards the end of the year, and they're like, that's a weak move. What are you supposed to do when you play sports? You exploit your other team's weaknesses. Like, get on the treadmill. I don't know what to tell you. Like, feel the ball. That's your job. I just have a bone to pick.
All right.
That guy.
Last Sox thing we got, two guys found a championship banner that had fallen off a truck, and now they're holding it for ransom against Red Sox management. Let's check that video out real quick. Are these guys massholes or heroes?
Absolute massholes.
Absolutely both. Okay. Absolutely the duality of man in that video.
They basically were holding this banner hostage, and they released the video we just watched saying, oh, we want this, we want this, we want that. They didn't get any of that.
They
got nothing.
So it's come to a conclusion?
It's come to a conclusion. They said, screw that, we'll make another banner.
Because what is it, 5 minutes and $5? Like
what are they going to do? Like that's basically just a hostage situation.
No, absolutely.
What are they going to do?
And saying that they're heroes, it meant that they were heroes for my Twitter feed, because that made my day when I saw that video.
The two guys rolling around.
Other than that, they're just assholes.
I saw the video. I was like, what have these two morons found?
Like, what they should have done was just been like, oh, you know what? Here, we're going to return this. And then the Red Sox probably would have given them, like, here's box seats, whatever you want to give them. But they were like, no, we want this. Like, we're not giving it. Like, okay,
so funny.
Hang it in your wall. Like, I guess.
Take your picture with it, post it on Instagram, and then give it back.
I think it would look nice in my basement. The banner.
We
could put it right in our set.
We should call those guys and get them to come.
What do they want for it?
What do they want? I don't think I can give them the Red Sox tickets that they asked for.
I would pay like a couple bucks for them to get tickets.
A couple bucks? Yeah. What's a few bucks to you?
I don't know.
Couple hundo?
What are you dropping, like $50 on a ticket for them?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll split $100 between the three of us.
How much is that?
$33.
I'm willing to spend $33 to get that banner up on our set here.
That quick math.
Yeah, okay. Get them to just pull that out.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, I think we should barter with them. Apparently, they're willing to negotiate.
They're willing to negotiate. The Red Sox don't seem to.
I'm willing to negotiate.
Let's see what they have. I'll push all my chips on the table.
Let's go for it. I say we do it.
Maybe some of these bobbleheads. I think I have too many. I might have too many bobbleheads. We got just a quick rundown. Rafi, Porcello. This is actually a signed Pablo Sandoval ball. That is a gnome. But
does he bobble? He doesn't even bobble.
He's just a gnome, though.
Mookie bobbles, though.
Mookie does bobble. Mook bobbles a little bit. We got Kurt Schilling over there who tweeted. His Twitter account has been interesting, but when I was 10 years old watching the Bloody Sock game, I'll never forget that. So
he's an athletic legend outside of athletics.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The Bloody Sock game, though. Come on. I had his baseball card for forever. Oh my God, I loved him. But I think we could get the guys in there. All right, final Red Sox takes. Let's go down the line. Where do you see the Red Sox come October? Come October 26th, the day that the World Series starts, are the Red Sox golfing or are they getting ready to play?
Do you want my real answer?
Yes.
What I want to happen or my educated answer?
Give me your educated guess.
I think they're going to be golfing.
Okay.
I don't think this is the year.
Do they lose in the Yankee series that you're advocating for?
I think they're just going to, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think that the bullpen's going to blow the game for them, and they're not going to be able to finish the game, and they're not going to be able to get those saves. Even Craig Kimbrell, who I would consider, I trust the most to finish out a game, he has not been playing well.
Nope.
So it's just like, I don't think they can get it done. And I don't think it's lack of talent. I think it's inability to perform under pressure. And every situation from here on out is extremely high pressure. Any situation in general that these relievers and these closers are coming in is all high pressure. And if you can't do that, then you can't win games.
Absolutely. When you look at playoff games versus the type of games that this Red Sox team has been winning, I mean, they've eked out some close ones, but have they been? It's not been we're holding the other team to so many runs. The close games that they've won is the other teams who had 8 runs, we have 5, and then they have like this miraculous inning where they put like a 6er on the board. I mean, it's crazy what this offense can do. They're an absolute studs on offense with Mookie and JD, and I mean those two are still hitting homers, and it's September. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm worried, like you said, about the pen. The pen it's not going to hold you I will say the
Astros did it last year without a pen. The only difference is their starting pitcher.
Keuchel.
It's Verlander.
It's a solid rotation they have there. I mean, the Red Sox have a solid rotation if it was, 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
It's not.
It's right now.
I was saying the Cavs last year. If it was 2011, they'd be the best team in the world.
The Cavs would have been absolutely insane in 2011.
So if the Sox starting rotation was in 2013,
oh my God,
they'd be ridiculous.
Well,
I want to talk about, while we're talking about the rotation, is John Lester the worst move that this Red Sox team has made since Babe Ruth?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's a pretty definitive response. Yeah.
That or Manny going to the Dodgers for a couple of years and just being the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
But that didn't affect them in such a severe way.
So much.
It didn't affect
I think
them
it's
in
been
such a severe way.
downhill ever since Lester.
The Hanley and the Sandoval of it all were like, that was the
response to losing Lester.
That was the response. And at the time, you felt good about it. I mean, I think Sandoval was coming off, a World Series MVP?
Yeah.
Is that what he was?
It was a World Series win, that's for sure.
It was at least a win. I think he might have been the MVP of that series. And then obviously Hanley had always been solid since, but God, how that turned out. I mean, neither of them are still on the team. Would you ever have pictured that?
No.
3 years after the fact.
Lester's leading the NL in wins right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
absolute stud. I just what could this rotation have been? I mean, you're probably not getting a Price or a Sale. There's one of those guys I would be fine with. we're not still having on the team. David Price bugs me. David Price, he really irritates me, and I know we disagree on this, but
he's been the man in September.
He's so soft.
September is the month of baseball.
I can't do David Price
October is super important, and the July is super important.
And October is pretty important too. He's been trashed there. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this.
All right, Jack, where are we headed?
We are going to Eagles Deli, where they have a burger challenge that I'm about to try. It's quite a large burger that we're dealing with. I haven't eaten anything today. It's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock actually. So here's a brief description of what I'm about to ingest. It's 5 pounds of beef, with 20 slices of cheese, 20 strips of bacon, 5 pounds of fries, 1 deli pickle. After all of that, you then have to eat 2 more regular sized burgers, and I have a 1 hour time limit to do this. If I win though, I get a free meal, get a free t-shirt, my picture goes on the wall of fame, I get to name the burger challenge, and I get a $100 gift card, so it's a lot on the line here. And, what is that? Turkey crossing the street. Oh, no way! Right there. Right there.
There he is!
There's the turkey. There's the turkey.
Oh, he's going toward the lights.
There he is. There he is. Look at him. Look.
Oh my god.
If I slow down, I think I might lose. So I'm just gonna keep on going. I might not even talk actually during some of during large portions of it. You get like an Oreo frap.
Ooh.
I don't know if I actually have that. I didn't look.
Wow. Do you think you're gonna win?
I think I am going to do better than I think I'm going to do right now.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Yeah, no. I'm going to pull off a miracle today. I feel like Doug Flutie going up against the University of Miami.
What are you most excited
This
for?
is my Hail Mary. I think that initial bite, you know?
I can't wait for you to be done so I can eat your leftovers.
So yeah, I might get like a couple days worth leftover out of this. Yeah, I'll get some water too. I have to sign a waiver for this. Hi. Hey, what's up guys? It's Jackhammer here at the Eagles Deli in Brighton, Massachusetts. Getting set to take on the Eagles Challenge. It's gonna be a lot of food. I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm getting ready to have my first meal of the day. My jaw is gonna hinge like a snake. There we go. I'm unsure how I'm going to attack this, honestly. I think I'm just going to attack the top.
Ew.
Oh my god. I'm so
good. There's grease on here. It literally sprayed on here. We go get dessert.
What do they have?
Holy Jack.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's it feel like to be a celebrity?
It's awesome. I would eat like this all the time.
We're starting to slow down.
This is patty number 5. And I'll tell you, 5 is a doozy. Letting out oxygen. I realized going into this what I was going to do to my body, but this is something extreme. It's like, if you eat so much meat, you really start to think about what meat is, you know? I hurt so much.
Honey,
Can you go to the bathroom?
it's against the rules. There we go. Yeah.
Tapping out. We're waving the white flag. That poor Betty's, that's just, the pain is just, it's food one today. It's a tough luck. I'm really going to regret this decision later tonight. I'm very excited to finally go to the bathroom. is actually the thing that I am most looking forward to. How many from 8 or 9 patties? Yeah. Thank you for coming and watching me torture myself on the cheeseburger. We'll see you next time on Jack vs.
Hey, I'm Arasha Lalani from College Kitchen, and you're watching the Emerson Channel.
Welcome back to the Beantown Beat. We have finally arrived at the part of the show that I've just been itching to get to, apparently, because I can't shut up about Gordon Hayward. So we're going to talk some Celtics now. Why don't we just start with Gordon Hayward, because I've been rearing to go on him. How do you guys think he changes the Celtics?
I think he obviously, a lot of people in Boston haven't seen him play. Yeah. He was playing over with the Jazz. I think a lot of people are forgetting how good he is.
Yeah. And he's an elite player.
Well, and the thing is, so Gordon Hayward coming back, you can push other guys on the bench. The depth is what makes this Celtics team so special. As good as Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving are, this can make the bench even deeper. We have guys coming off the bench that can compete with any starting five, as far as I'm concerned. You know, we're not talking Warrior. Marcus. They've been calling it bench with attitude.
Yeah, I like that.
BWA. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
And it's funny, there was actually an interview with Danny Ainge, and they asked him, well, how are you going to tell these guys that they have to take a step back and know their role? And he said, well, you know, there was a time when I thought I was better than Larry Bird, and someone had to, and I think that's, I don't know, I just think that I'm expecting so much from this team, and I hope that I'm not disappointed. Yeah. But I think that all the pieces are finally coming together now that Kyrie's back, Jaylen Brown is older, Jason Tatum is older. They've been playing. They had the experience last year playing in the playoffs,
making experience against LeBron James,
making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think they put up a pretty good fight considering
Tatum
the
got a whole bunch of
circumstances.
experience.
Absolutely,
all up in LeBron's face. There has never been a moment in my life where I've been more hyped up than when Jason Tatum dunked on LeBron James.
But here's the thing: I think that pissed LeBron off, and I think that cost them. I think that cost them big time.
Because that put them within 2 or something, didn't it? That put them within a couple.
But also, Terry Rozier and Jaylen Brown couldn't hit the 3 for their lives.
Yeah,
they combined for 3 for 30. It was ugly in that game.
Terry Rozier didn't have a good game when it mattered most.
When it mattered most.
Interesting. For those of you who don't know, Hannah and I have a constant back and forth where
Jack is wrong and Hannah is right.
Jack is wrong and Hannah's right.
All right, this is Terry Rozier coming off of his second season in the league, I think it was, where he was like a guy who put in 4 minutes a game and had a couple points. And this was,
this is in September.
Yeah, this is in September. So season about to start, and it's breaking that Terry Rozier could have been traded for Serge Ibaka. I think you would have had to throw in a first there. But if that deal had happened after the Hayward signing, after the Kyrie trade, I would be all for that. Because, and if Terry Rozier obviously was still who Terry Rozier was, just like a borderline role player.
Not the absolute animal Terry Rozier.
He's an absolute.
Not the, threatening for 6th man of the year guy that he is now. Now, he wasn't Scary Terry then. He was Shane Larkin, but maybe even a little bit worse.
Shane Larkin's my boy,
move. I would make that move. So my argument was, if you're coming down the stretch this season and you have an opportunity to get yourself a guy like Serge Ibaka,
who's not that great, but
I mean, it's an established veteran who can swat shots. I mean, I'm trying to think
he's no Terry Rozier.
Yeah, now he's no Terry Rozier. Yeah. Now he's no. I'm trying to think of who might be a legitimate example to get, like a Valanciunas. You could get Valanciunas.
You mean Valanciunas? Are you Charles Barkley?
Valanciunas. Do we have that? I feel like we need to watch.
Can we get that audio?
Just wow. He absolutely butchered that name.
Yeah.
That's whew. But and I guess I was close there. But somebody like that, a role big that you can bring in, like Bismack Biyombo, where that's a bad example.
Yeah, that's not a good example.
Hot take.
Who's anyways, that was you guys out there get what I was trying to say.
JaVale?
Jack doesn't even know what he's trying to say.
Zaza?
Oh,
the argument's just getting weaker and weaker.
Dwight?
Dwight
at this point in his career, maybe?
Dwight is actually probably a better. That's I think probably the best comparison. Right. So yeah, Terry Rozier or Dwight Howard?
I bumped into him at Chipotle.
Terry, you met Dwight Howard at Chipotle?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You met Joel Embiid walking outside.
Yeah, also outside Chipotle.
Also outside Chipotle.
I met Griddler's.
Griddler's is a big place for NBA guys.
I don't know why, because it's not very good. Sorry to all of the Griddler's people out there.
It's just
good fried Oreos, but I didn't feel like Kemba Walker was going in there.
Coming out of practice.
I saw Amir Johnson actually when he was coming back with the 76ers. But no, every time I go into Griddler's, this is like my now you got me started on Griddler's. This is my Griddler's rant. Every time I go in there, I order a cheeseburger, right? And they're like, "Do you want bacon on that? Do you want it to be double? Do you want like pickles?"
The answer is yes to everything.
It's like, but I don't need like the upcharge for everything, and I see it, and it's like extra 50 cents. They're trying to sell me a house when I'm trying to buy a burger. Like it's that's my convenience.
That's your gripe.
That's my gripe with Griddler's. Is I just want to buy a cheeseburger.
The day I saw Joel Embiid in there, he just signed his brand new $100 million contract, so he was cool with the pickles.
Can we talk about sports again?
Yes, we can talk about sports. Right. So, back to the Celtics, we have Jamal Crawford and the Boston Celtics showing mutual interest between each other. How do you guys feel about Jamal Crawford maybe joining Boston?
That bench backcourt of Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, Jamal Crawford, and I'll throw Marcus Morris into that small forward backcourt type thing.
You can kind of do that, like that power. You'd have to do power.
That's granted, not very good starting lineup in the NBA. Bench.
Do you think Jamal Crawford is going to want to do that? Because if I remember correctly, wasn't he complaining about the minutes he was getting last season?
Sure, but I mean, he's got to realize.
Sure, but he was also not winning. You know what I mean? Like, winning can cure some stuff.
Yeah. I agree with Pat. I think winning can cure that. He has to know what he's getting into.
That's what I would say.
Coming here,
if he can accept the fact that he's going to be a role player on this team, then I say go for it.
But if he chooses to come here, he will be accepting that.
He was
in Minnesota, right?
He was in Minnesota.
And there isn't a more dysfunctional team in the NBA right now. So, I mean,
what? Okay.
He'd be all right.
Here's a fun little hypothetical. What would you trade? And I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I don't know if any of this
I would not trade for Jimmy Butler.
Oh, yeah, you know where he was going there.
Jimmy Butler is not a Boston Celtic.
So you wouldn't trade anything for Jimmy Butler? You wouldn't even entertain the idea of trading Jimmy Butler? Okay.
I would trade
for Jimmy Butler.
Marcus Morris.
And
a second rounder.
Okay, you're going to have to throw some money in there.
Due to the fact that Tom Thibodeau has already asked the 76ers for Ben Simmons, I don't think that gets
Ben Simmons. Don't even get me started on Ben Simmons.
Shoot a three, coward.
Shoot a three,
I would have scored more points in the playoffs than Ben Simmons did. He was so bad, and I still see everyone defending him. I don't care how good you are if you can't be... Like, he was so bad. So bad.
Where they edited him onto like Wilt's face when he held up the 100 sign.
It's
like it's like 2 points in that game or something like that. He just hold it up. Oh god, that was amazing.
I love the one where it's just him standing at the 3-point line and no one's within 10 feet of him because they know he's not going to shoot it.
So just let him shoot. He's one of those guys. Exactly. You're like, okay, you're gonna sit out there, like I'll set up my chair, like watch you shoot all day.
And that's the perfect spot. I'm gonna get into like get all revved up about Al Horford. Now I'm gonna talk about my boy Al Horford.
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward. I couldn't shut up about Gordon Hayward. Now Al Horford, the guy who's been my guy. Look, when you have Ben Simmons and he can't hit a shot from out there with Al Horford guarding him, that's a perfect place for Horford. Yeah. He's a long guy. He's not going to get to you side to side. Mm-hmm. If he comes at you to the rim, I mean, Horford's a smart, savvy veteran. He'll take a charge or he'll come out. That matchup, Philly is not a problem this year. Don't at me. I don't care how much better.
No one in the Eastern Conference is a threat.
The only competitive matchup is the Raptors. The only competitive matchup.
I don't even think that they're in the realm of the conversation here.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry has to play better than he's played his entire career. He's got to play better than he's played his entire career.
And look, they're swapping out like
which he might if Kawhi's going out of his mind and they have to trap him, but. Even then, I don't think they beat him. I think it's just the only competitive series.
I don't think so. I think you have to have, if you don't have a LeBron James, then in order to beat the Celtics, you have to have a couple guys who can score consistently. Mm-hmm. I think that the Bucks actually pushed the Celtics B team, and I'm calling it the Celtics B team because there's no Kyrie, there's no Hayward. This is the Celtics B team that they were playing. They pushed them to 7 games because they had Giannis, because they have Middleton who can knock down shots. So if you have 2 guys there,
and Malcolm Brogdon's not a scrub.
No, Malcolm Brogdon I think actually had a pretty good series then. But that's I don't think that like Valanciunas and did it again. I don't think that those guys behind on the Raptors can really do anything. I think the Raptors are over.
I think their third best player is OG Anunoby. And
bless you.
Exactly. And exactly, both your reactions say a lot about who their third best player is.
Yeah. Did you see Kawhi laugh, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It looks like he's about to cry.
It looked like it hurt.
The memes. The end. I'm gonna say this right now. The NBA has the best memes.
NBA Twitter is incredible.
It's amazing.
It wasn't even a laugh. It was an outburst.
It's incredible. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You'll know what we're talking about when you see it.
It's like he's a robot.
Yeah.
And
it's a simulation.
Programmed, and they just forgot to laugh.
Are you okay?
The first time I saw it, I was inconsolable for like 15 minutes. Just on the ground. Oh my God.
It's media day. I love
it. It
media
was also
day.
great because he did that right after he goes, I'm a fun guy.
I don't know. Like, Kawhi, tell us about you.
I'm a fun guy.
Fun guy.
You gotta ask me more questions if you want to know about me. Like, is this a date, Kawhi?
We're all on a date with Kawhi.
I was weird. I was fell out of my chair.
Ever again.
God, that's what he did.
Jackson rare for it today.
I know. I'm all over the place today.
It's all those
it's all the Kickstarters.
Yeah.
It's all the Kickstarters.
One of the only better off-season moments was from your guy Gordon Hayward when he found out he was having another daughter.
Oh my God.
And he was like clearly visibly upset.
He goes, Daddy's always happy.
Yeah, his daughter was like, Daddy, are you happy? He goes, Daddy's always happy. Because now I believe he has 4 daughters.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Lots of girls.
Are any of them going to play Fortnite with him? Because he's big.
I don't know. He's real big in video games.
Yeah, they're all
real big in video games.
Are you? Do you Fortnite?
Not really. No, I don't even.
Didn't you say you played Fortnite for like the first time?
Last night. So I don't have a video game console other than I have a Wii.
You're a man in your 20s that doesn't have a
I have a Wii.
You have a Wii? This is what, 2015?
Yeah, I do.
Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
But my roommate Kyle has 2 consoles. Okay. He has a PS4 and a Switch or whatever. So I play on his Switch.
Okay.
Well, the thing about so I bumped into Carlos Correa on Newberry Street like 3 weeks ago.
Random, yeah.
And so he was with his fiance, who's beautiful, by the way. I was with one of my roommates. She recognizes his fiance, and I'm like looking at her, and I'm trying to like, who's this girl? Like, is she like a YouTuber? Like, I'm just staring at this girl, like not even paying attention to the guy that's with her. He's got like a Fortnite T-shirt on, like just looks like a regular dude. And then I'm like looking at him, I'm like, oh my God, that's Carlos Correa. And we were talking to him for 5 minutes before I figured out who he was. And he just had like a Fortnite T-shirt on. But I'm like, I'm looking at his girlfriend. Like, who is this girl? Like, why are you talking to her?
Did you say like, are you Carlos Correa?
Well, I figured she took a picture of them. I like took the picture of them, and then I like.
You took a picture of them?
Yeah, but I didn't take one with them. I did. I was looking at his girlfriend because I'm like, because my friend Amanda, I was with one of my friends. She's not a baseball fan. I'm like, she's not gonna know.
Yeah.
And there we were. I met him. Didn't get a photo.
So this story could be completely false. Picture didn't happen.
Well, I have pictures of her. Do you want me to pull up? Do you need receipts?
Do I need receipts? I need red receipts. I put on red receipts, by the way.
I noticed that the other day. I was like, oh, he has red receipts on.
I do. I don't know why. There's really no reason for it. I'm a guy who, if you give me a phone, I don't want to give it away and get a new one until I absolutely have to. I won't update anything. I don't do any of that. I don't know.
Congrats.
I'm an old man when it comes to my phone. Anyways, back to the Celtics.
Yeah, cut it.
Back to the Celtics. Where do they end up by the end of the season?
You mean you're talking playoffs? By
playoff time, where are the Boston Celtics?
I think that obviously Celtics are going to win the Eastern Conference.
I don't think there's really any.
I would be interested to see if the Lakers and the Warriors out there. I don't count out the Lakers yet. They're obviously not as good as the superstar team of the Warriors. But here's the thing. Any team with LeBron James, you can't count out, is my argument.
Entirely valid.
That is very valid. That is very valid.
Like, and we haven't seen them play, so I'm not making a definitive statement, but all I know is that if LeBron James is on the floor, you can't just immediately write them off, no matter how good the Golden State Warriors are.
Fair. Hannah gets a Tommy point for that, actually, because that was a good point. That was a good point. You can't count on a team with LeBron James. But Pat, what do you think?
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to the finals.
Okay.
If the Warriors have one injury, they have a shot.
To Boogie?
Yeah, Boogie.
Does Boogie count though in that one injury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
for sure. Because
okay.
I think I'm with you on the train that Al Horford down low could be a difference maker.
Absolutely.
Outside of Boogie, they don't really have a great big man.
No, they don't.
So, obviously, if they have Boogie, that's an advantage. And I don't think the Celtics really have a great shot to win that series if the Warriors are at full strength with the roster they have right now.
Sure.
But if they have one injury, they can win it.
Okay.
And if I think LeBron somehow beats them in the Western Conference Finals, the Celtics could beat the Lakers.
I see a better chance of another team coming out of the West and beating the Warriors than I do than the Celtics and the Warriors meeting up in the finals. Like, I think full strength Warriors all day are going to beat the Celtics team. Yeah. But then again, this Celtics team is built for the future. So even if they do, say, lose to the Warriors or whoever this year, I think they've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 years that they're going to be serious contenders. Kyrie, who set that up?
Who set that up? The flag gun down?
That was you.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Patriots season.
Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. That's about it.
But Kyrie Irving said himself that he doesn't want to leave at any time soon.
Yeah.
And I think that the Celtics team is built to last. So give or take this year, I'm excited about the immediate and the long-term future for the Celtics.
Absolutely. So when it comes to Warriors, I actually think you made a good point there. That Hannah's just all over.
She's killing it.
Let's move her to the host chair later, honestly.
Thank you.
But I think that the Celtics, when you're talking about their top 5 best players, I think 2 of them are guys who, and I'm talking about Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, those are guys who I could put on any team in the league right now, and they could score 20 points per game.
Yes.
If I'm looking at the Warriors, I think I could put their whole starting 5 on any team in the league right now.
Maybe not Draymond.
Maybe not Draymond. Draymond, sure. So 4 out of the 5.
Draymond's probably a 15-10 guy.
Sure. So. But if you put any of those guys, Draymond on like the Nets, that guy, I don't know. I mean, but that's what I worry about is their defense. When you're going back to Celtics, the defense just, they're miles ahead of the Warriors, but. Shots fall sometimes. Sometimes the hand in the face just it doesn't faze people. We've seen it happen with LeBron way too many times here as Celtics fans. It will happen with Steph Curry. It will happen with Kevin Durant. These are not only 2 of the greatest shooters in the NBA right now, in NBA history. And Klay Thompson.
I've said this before. I think Steph Curry is past his peak. I think 2015 peak Steph Curry. I don't think he's ever going to be that good.
How old is Steph Curry right now?
I have no idea, but all I'm saying is ever since we saw him play.
He doesn't have to be 2015 Steph Curry. He can be 80%. And Klay can be Klay, and Durant can be Durant, and Boogie can be Boogie, and they're still going to win.
Yeah. That's fair. Well, that's what happened when you have the Monstars playing.
They are the Monstars, quite literally. I feel like they have the Rockets. I think actually have a better chance of going 7 games than the Celtics do with the Warriors. I like how the Rockets are set up, where they have 2 guys who are going to score a lot in Melo.
I don't like the way they lost Ariza. Ariza was their whole defense. He's their entire defense.
They got Carmelo, all right? They have Melo, so everything's fine.
Well, one thing that we haven't talked about with the Celtics have Brad Stevens. So that's also an entirely different perspective. Brad Stevens, I think, is the best coach in the NBA. And I know a lot of people disagree with that, that aren't from Boston. A lot of people outside Boston.
Steve Kerr's number 3.
Well, number 2?
Pop.
Okay, fair.
I think Brad Stevens is the way that he works with his team and the way that his players respond to him. He can build teams to beat teams like the Warriors. And
Yeah.
Excuse me.
She's getting sick after that take.
I'm sick.
She's like,
well, that is all we have for today as Hannah coughs herself to death.
I'm okay.
The best that we're going. Thank you for joining the Beantown Beat. Keep an eye out for episode 2. We'll see you next time.